Archangel Michael is very angry at you because you always skip him. This is about your sister. God is exposing your sister. Her hidden action are about to uncovered. Open it immediately. Archangel Michael says, you ignored too many signs. But this time, heaven won't let you overlook this one. There is movement in the spiritual realm, and it's swirling around your house, your name, and your bloodline. This message carries the weight of revelation, and it comes with fire because your sister's secrets are no longer safe. The skies have darkened not because of the weather, but because of what is about to be uncovered about her. She wore love like a robe and wrapped her lies in silt. But God has now removed the covering. Your house is trembling with the truth, it's not coming. It is already here, knocking at your door. Archangel Michael says, your spirit has been disturbed for weeks, and now you know why. This isn't a story about jealousy or sibling rivalry. This is divine justice preparing to strike. A heavy presence has been hovering around your house at night, especially around the room you both once shared. It started with a whisper, but now the angels are shouting. Your sister, the one you trusted, has been planting things behind your back, not just words but actions with deadly roots. You lit a fire in the shadows, hoping no one would see the smoke. But heaven has declared, enough. Type payment to get blessing 333, a paper was signed in your name, but your hand never touched it. A document you never saw exists in a drawer you've never opened, and your sister knows about it. The shocking part, she used your name to gain something that never belonged to her. Here is a room, a drawer, and a file. Inside is a photocopy of a signature that matches yours, but your soul knows you never signed it. She's been meeting someone secretly, a man in a brown coat, who gave her money for something you once owned. Comment if you can feel this truth hitting your spirit already. Someone has been watching you from within your own family, and now it's time for justice. Your sister thought angels don't see through walls and whistlers, but Archangel Michael does. Type Amen to get blessing 777, your peace has been leaking slowly for months, and now the source has been found. Your sister's phone holds messages that would shake your knees if you saw them. She shared things about you with people you've never even met, a location was pinned. A time was chosen. She met someone at 9:47 p.m. last Thursday to finalize something that would erase your name from a certain list. She lied and smiled, but the angels wept. You said she was protecting you, but she was placing you under spiritual attack. Your photos, your voice, even your handwriting was used to manipulate a transaction. Archangel Michael says you will not walk blind anymore. The veil is torn, and the truth is roaring through your time unlike thunder through a canyon. There's a child involved, one who was lied to, one who still doesn't know the real mother figure they've been calling aunt. Type Amen to get blessing 111. She's been making plans to move to a city she once said she hated, but that's because she's now following the trail of your destiny. She found an old paper from your late uncle's safe, the one marked confidential. There's a name written beside yours in that paper, and she used correction fluid to erase yours. Then she wrote her own name in its place, but what she didn't know is that the original copy was photographed by someone loyal to you. Comment now if you feel the air has shifted. There's a crack in her foundation, and it's growing by the second. The person she trusted to help her hide this has already sent a message to your inbox, but you haven't opened it yet. Check your spam folder. Type Amen to get blessing 999 one night around 3:33 a.m. She stood near your door. She whispered a name 3 times, hoping you wouldn't wake, but the angels recorded every word, and now the footage is being shown in heaven's court. Your footsteps are soft, but her intentions are loud. She searched through your bag looking for a flash drive. What she found made her cry because she realized you had something she thought was lost forever. Archangel Michael says she is about to be confronted, not by you, but by the truth itself. You won't need to fight this battle. The heavens are already preparing the moment, but you must be awake and spiritually alert because a trap was also prepared for you. A birthday is coming soon, and a gift will be offered. Don't accept it. It carries weight not of blessing but of disguise. The wrapping may be beautiful, but the contents are poisoned with manipulation. Type Amen to get blessing 222 in the kitchen. Your sister once spilled tea and said it was an accident, but there was powder mixed in the tea bag, and she watched if you would drink it. You didn't, but the angels watched her heart while she laughed nervously. This is not just about envy. It's about spiritual replacement. She wants to become you, speak like you, dress like you, even have your name spoken in places that were meant for you. But what's written in heaven cannot be erased with any earthly hand. Comment truth if you feel the spirit shifting. You once noticed your clothes missing. You thought they were lost in laundry, but she took them and gave them to someone to imitate your energy. Spiritual theft is real, and Archangel Michael is exposing it now. Type Amen to get blessing 444. She sat in your seat during a family meeting when you were not around. She took credit for a thing you prayed for with tears. She smiled when they praised her. But her spirit knew it was not hers to claim. The most disturbing part is this. She confessed to someone that she believes you were always too lucky, and instead of celebrating your blessings, she searched for ways to reverse them. He didn't use her hand, but he used her word. Words that sting like darts were thrown behind your back. She said, "Why does everything always work out for her?" And someone replied, "Maybe you should do something about it." Archangel Michael says, the heavens heard it all. The reply didn't go unnoticed. Now the angel armies are on the move. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You'll feel it soon. Your room will feel lighter. Because spiritual darkness that once hovered around your bed is being pulled away. You'll dream clear. You'll hear songs again in your sleep. Because her jealousy was like static in your connection with God, and now that line is clearing. She is being shown a mirror, and what he sees will frighten her. Because the light is no longer hiding her shadows. Comment now if your heart is pounding. This isn't fear, it's confirmation. You are remembering moments that once made no sense, but now click together like puzzle pieces. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Her voice will tremble soon. She will try to apologize, but it will be a test. You not rush to forgive before she confesses the whole truth. There is more than one person involved. A woman from your past helped her. Together, they planned to take a photo of you in a compromising position, but it failed. Because your angel stood beside you and caused your phone to glitch at the exact moment they needed proof. That coincidence was divine interference. Archangel Michael says you were spared, but now you must see. You must not go back to sleep. This is not just drama. It is prophecy fulfilled. Type Amen to get blessing 888. A message will arrive today. It may seem innocent, but it's a test. Heaven wants to see if you can now discern manipulation. Your sister used to listen at your door when you were praying. She even copied your words once to impress someone, but the fire in your voice isn't copyable. It's divine. Your ancestors cried when they saw this. They asked heaven to reveal the traitor before more damage could be done. Their prayers brought this moment forward. Come and reveal it all if you're ready for total exposure. The light is brighter now. Every corner of deception is being uncovered. Type Amen to get blessing 000. A new document is being created. This one carries your real name, your real birthright, and your future. But it cannot be released until the counterfeit is destroyed. Be still but alert. Be calm but aware. Do not fight your sister. Watch as heaven handles her. Archangel Michael says, you are not alone. The silence of God was not absence. It was divine strategy. And now the sound of justice will roar through your home. Type Amen to get blessing 121, and finally, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. This message is a seed of truth. Water it with action. Care. To be. Stand. The truth about your sister is no longer hidden. Heaven has spoken. The door she used to close so tightly now refuses to stay shut. Because spiritually, every barrier she built to hide what she did is breaking on its own. Low peak and lock what God has declared open. She might start acting strangely. She might suddenly try to shower you with gifts or sympathy. But don't let your spirit be fooled. Her motive is rooted in guilt, not love. You will soon hear her voice crack when someone mentions your name in a room she is not expecting to hear it in. Because truth is now traveling faster than her lies ever did. A stranger will approach you and reveal one detail she hoped would remain buried forever. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. In the next few days, a family gathering or accidental call will become the scene of exposure. Someone will accidentally send a message to the wrong person. Screenshots that were meant to be deleted will resurface in divine timing. She once said, "You always think you're special." But she didn't know. You don't think you're special, you know God chose you for something different. She tried to compete in a race that was never hers to run. Archangel Michael says, your time of silence ends here. What she tried to take from you will now return with interest. The tables are not just turning. They're flipping. A man with a firm voice is about to say your name in a place where decisions are made. He carries your story with him, and he believes in you. Your sister tried to reach him first, but his spirit was already warned about her. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. 1 year ago, you felt a heavy weight in your chest and didn't understand why. You thought it was stress, sadness, or fatigue. But it was the invisible dagger of betrayal. Her actions reached your energy before your ears heard the news. Now, heaven is healing you backwards. The moment you hear the truth, your body will feel lighter. Because it wasn't your fault, and it never was. Comment if you've been having dreams of shadows or mirrors. Those were signs, not confusion. Your soul was preparing for this season of unmasking. Your sister hath been smiling through ceremonies and holidays. But each celebration felt strange, didn't it? That was your spirit catching a glimpse of the fraud beneath the facade. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. Her friend, the one who always came around quietly, knows something too. That friend saw the real story, and now she's starting to feel guilt. Her spirit is leaning toward telling you the entire truth. They once laughed about something personal of yours. They thought it would stay between them. But one of those voices is now trembling with regret. She may come to you crying. But the angels say, do not embrace too quickly. Wait for the full confession. Let her speak from her own mouth what she's done before your spirit can forgive. Archangel Michael says, your heart is sacred, and heaven won't let it be violated again. You were not blind. You were loyal. But now, that loyalty belongs to your future, not to a past filled with deception. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. She tried to dress like you, she wore the same perfume. She once even mimicked your handwriting on a form that was never meant to be seen. She called you sister, but saw you as a rival. The angels watched her compare your life to hers for years. What she didn't know is that comparison invites darkness and opens spiritual doors. A suitcase she owns contains something that belongs to you, a small item you once lost and thought was gone forever. It's been in her possession all this time. Comment if this is triggering a memory. You remember looking for the thing, maybe a ring, a key, or a paper, and never found it. But now, God is orchestrating the moment it will return to you. Type Amen to get blessing 5252. There will be a conversation recorded accidentally. It will be a phone call or a voice note. That file will land in your ears soon. And it will confirm everything your spirit already suspected. She once swore she would always protect you. But she broke that vow with her silence when others insulted you in her presence. She smiled along while your character was being questioned. Your name was used in an application. She claimed you were helping her so she could gain sympathy. But the system has caught on, and an audit is underway. Archangel Michael says, God is not exposing to embarrass. He's exposing to restore. This storm is not to destroy you, it's to cleanse your path of deceit. This pain will become your permission to start anew. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. She may soon disappear for a few days. That silence will speak volumes. She's not escaping. She's hiding from the light that now chases her. Her energy will feel colder. Her laughter more forced. And you will notice people treating you differently as the truth spreads. They'll begin to approach you with new respect. Doors once closed will open. Because your integrity is being renounced from heaven to earth. Common truth finds light if you feel the shift. You are not crazy, you were chosen to see clearly. And now, it begins. Type Amen to get blessing 99.99. There will be a day soon when your sister will be standing across from you. And the weight of her lies will fall to the floor like broken glass. It will not be dramatic. But it will be final. You don't have to scream. You don't have to cry. The universe is already crying out for you. Your name was written on a letter she intercepted. Letter offering you something valuable. She kept it in a box, thinking you'd never find out. Archangel Michael says, your inheritance was never meant to be stolen. What's yours is returning, multiplied. Your voice will rise again. Type Amen to get blessing 6161. She planted seeds of confusion about you in someone's heart. But that person is now seeing visions and dreams that contradict what she said. God is rewriting your image in their eyes. This person will seek you out. They will say something like, I had a dream about you last night. And their voice will tremble, because the truth hit them harder than your sister's lies ever could. This is a spiritual courtroom. And heaven has called witnesses. Some of them will show up in your life, I expect in thee. They'll carry small details only God could have revealed. Comment reveal it now if you're ready for the full truth to explode. The countdown has already begun. The angel with the scroll is already on your street. Type Amen to get blessing 7474. You will see birds act strangely near your window. You will hear whispers in your dreams. These are not coincidences. They are messengers preparing your mind. Your sister's laughter will no longer echo in your memories. It will be replaced by a calm silence, a holy peace. Because the chapter is closing. She once said, I'll always have your back. But she was standing behind you with a match, not a shield. Now, fire surrounds her lies, and nothing can stop the burning. Our angel Michael says, be still, child. The enemy has been unmasked. You won't need to beg to fight or to convince anyone. The proof is already marching toward you. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. She may try to rewrite the story. She might play the victim. But heaven keeps full records, and yours are clean. You not gloat. You not argue. Just walk forward, because your destiny needs no explanation. Your silence will echo louder than her excuses. Your peace will disturb her chaos, and your blessing will speak for itself. Comment now and say I receive divine clarity. A fog is lifting. Your eyes are opening, and so is your future. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. This story will one day be your testimony. Your tears will become oil. Your truth will heal others walking through similar betrayals. You are not abandoned. You were protected. You were not broken. You were separated. And now, you are not confused. You are rising. Let her face her own mirror. Let her wrestle with what she's done. You will rise, you will restore, and you will reign. Type Amen to get blessing 999,000. If you wish to express your support further, You have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. This message is not just words. It is prophecy, fire, and divine truth. Your sister's season of hidden action has ended. You are now free. You are now ready. She will try to turn people against you one last time. This is her final tactic, a desperate move made by someone whose lies are crumbling. But heaven will not let her succeed, because divine judgment has already gone ahead of her words. She may twist her face in sorrow, but her hands remain unclean. The more she speaks, the more guilt will pour through her eyes. Even those who once believed her are beginning to sense something is deeply wrong. There is a diary she kept. One that holds her side of everything, twisted versions of what she did to you. But one sentence in that book will betray her, and God will make sure the right eyes read it. Type Amen to get blessing 5151 in a vision. You may see a white cloth turning dark. That is your spirit finally understanding what was hidden behind her soft voice. Your sister wore a mask, but the thread is now unraveling in front of all. A phone call will expose more. She will forget to delete a message. She will be seen with someone she once denied knowing. You once found a note with your name crossed out. You didn't understand its meaning. But now, it makes perfect sense. She was practicing removing you from the picture. Calm and light is stronger if you feel your truth being restored. You don't need revenge. Heaven's exposure is more powerful than any confrontation. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. She wanted your place. Not just your position, but the light in your eyes, the peace in your walk. What she didn't understand is that what's ordained can't be stolen. It can only be delayed. The delay is over now. Archangel Michael says the path is clear and your feet are being anointed again. The places she blocked you from entering will now welcome you with open arms. There will be a stranger who speaks your name with honor. You'll be invited into a conversation where your story is already known. And the virgin they heard was not hers. It was revealed from above. There is still more to uncover. Another female relative knows something and kept it buried, but the pressure of truth is building in her soul and she is about to release what she knows. Type Amen to get blessing 9191. You will see signs in the sky. A cloud formation. A sudden rainbow at a strange hour. This is not imagination. It's confirmation. God is aligning the natural to reflect the spiritual. Your season of hidden suffering is now becoming a public testimony. Your sister may fall ill, not as punishment, but as reflection. Her body will carry the weight of her deception until she confesses. Because hidden lies poison the soul. Comment if your body has been reacting to this message. Have you been tired without reason? That was the energy of her betrayal pulling at your spirit. Archangel Michael says, now that the truth is rising, you will regain your strength, your hair, your skin, your eyes. They will glow again. Because peace returns when lies are removed from the table. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. She once laughed when someone mocked your struggles. Instead of defending you, she joined them. But the same mouth will soon call you blessed. Your silence during her betrayal has been noted by heaven. You didn't curse her. You did expose her, and because of that, the reward that's coming for you is not ordinary. It's royal. It's generational. She made moves in secret. But now heaven is moving loudly. Nothing she does can undo what God has already written. Your name is being echoed in places she cannot enter. Type Amen to get blessing 818,181. There's a certain time of day, perhaps around 4 p.m., when you often feel uneasy. That's when something spiritual shifts. She once lit a candle during that time, thinking it would block your favor. But she didn't understand the fire she played with. Angels do not fear candlelight. They move through it and scatter every dark intention made in hidden places. Your spirit has been tried in the furnace. But gold always comes out brighter. You are the proof of divine favor surviving sabotage. Comment I will rise if you're ready to walk into your new season unshaken. There is no force more unstoppable than a soul aligned with truth. And your time is now. Type Amen to get blessing 111,000. She knows you are watching her change. She feels your silence, and it terrifies her more than your words ever did. She knows that God has pulled back the curtain, and what's revealed cannot be unseen. Soon she may cry real tears. But let them be between her and heaven. Your job is not to fix her. It is to reclaim yourself. There's still one more letter to arrive. It carries proof, a screenshot, a signature, a hidden message. And once it's in your hands, you will understand everything. Archangel Michael says, walk in dignity, not bitterness. This was not to break you. It was to teach you how deep heaven watches. You are not just seen. You are defended. Type Amen to get blessing 707,070. You may want to ask, why did she do this? But you already know the answer. It was jealousy. It was pain. It was her own disconnection from God. She saw your glow and assumed it was effortless. She didn't see the prayers, the fasts, the tears. And instead of asking for your help, she tried to wear your crown. But crowns don't fit stolen hands. And now the crown is returning to its rightful place on your head, on your legacy, on your destiny. Comment crown restored if you feel this in your spirit. This isn't just restoration. It's a coronation. Your time has come. Type Amen to get blessing 141,414. The place you once set will now be empty, and that space will be filled by someone truly loyal. Heaven is replacing the betrayers with kingdom builders. You'll see her eyes shift when you walk into the room. Her heart will race, not from fear of you, but fear of exposure. Because every hidden action is now echoing louder than ever. People are watching, the same ones who doubted you are beginning to believe. Because light cannot be denied, not even by lies. Archangel Michael says you will sleep better now. Your dreams will bring messages of clarity, and your pillow will no longer carry the weight of confusion. Type Amen to get blessing 353,535. In closing, this message was never meant to make you hate your sister. It was sent to free you from the illusion she built around you. You are stepping into a realm of spiritual maturity. You now see the difference between love and loyalty and manipulation. You now understand that blood ties mean nothing if the heart is filled with deceit. This was not just betrayal. It was a divine redirection. Because your next chapter was too holy to be shared with a counterfeit connection. And heaven made the cut for you. Tom and I am ready if your soul feels lighter right now. This is your signal. This is your beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 666. 000. And as always, if you wish to express your support, further, your presence, your attention, and your belief in messages like this are part of your healing. Keep standing. Keep believing. The truth has spoken. Archangel Michael has not left your side. Even when you didn't hear him, he stood guard at your door every night. But she forgot. Charm fades, but energy tells the truth. One of the people she spoke to about you will soon come to you quietly. They'll look uncomfortable, hesitant, almost afraid, because they realize they became part of a web spun from her envy and lies. Tom and I accept clarity if you've been waiting for the missing puzzle piece. You are about to receive it, and once you do, nothing about your past will confuse you anymore. Type a Menticate blessing 121,121. She deleted texts, photos, and calendars, but what she didn't delete was the energetic imprint of betrayal. And the universe has stored everything in divine memory. There is a voice recording she doesn't know still exists, a cloud backup. A forwarded message. One sentence from her mouth will end every doubt, and that sentence will find its way to your ears at the right time. You won't have to search for it. Heaven is sending it to you through someone unexpected. She will pretend she is being misunderstood. Q will call it a mistake. But the evidence is too specific, it cannot be denied. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. Someone older than both of you knows what's going on. They've seen her actions with their own eyes but chose silence out of fear of family disruption. Now, they can't stay silent any longer. They are watching you suffer emotionally, they are watching her continue as if nothing happened. And their conscience is starting to ache under the pressure of truth. You might receive a sudden phone call from this person. They'll speak slowly, carefully, and with sadness. But inside their voice will be a key that unlocks everything you've been sensing. Your job is not to explode with emotion, your job is to listen with strength. Because heaven wants you to remain elevated while everything beneath you crumbles. Type a Menticate blessing 121,212. Archangel Michael says, do not return to broken foundations. You may cry. You may apologize, but do not rebuild where termites have chewed your roots. This betrayal was not ordinary. It was spiritual. She spoke your name while cursing your blessings under her breath. That's why things stopped working for you out of nowhere. Now, you understand, the delay was not because you were wrong. It was because someone close was pulling your energy into her false path. God is restoring what was delayed. You'll notice things suddenly moving fast in your favor. Because the blockage is being removed, name by name, lie by lie. Type a Menticate blessing 999,999. Your name is now being protected by angelic fire. No one can speak it without consequences. No one can write it in deception without spiritual backlash. you may dream of fire. She may wake up in sweat, unable to breathe. That's not your curse, it's the weight of her actions being mirrored in the spirit. There is no need for revenge. Heaven fights smarter and stronger than any plan of man. You just keep walking. You'll receive an invitation soon. It might be a job, a contract, or a speaking opportunity. Egghead, it's part of your restoration. Type a Mentacate blessing 313,131. She told someone you weren't capable, she questioned your intelligence. She called you names in secret that you would never dare say to your face. But God heard them all, and now, her words are becoming cages around her own journey. The very things she said about you are manifesting in her own life. Because when you curse someone walking in purpose, the curse returns home. She's not just being exposed. She's being humbled. This is not to destroy her, but to break her pride, Archangel Michael says. Keep your eyes on your mission. Do not turn around. There's nothing behind you but dust. Type a Mentacate blessing 888,888. A document with your name on it is being reprocessed. Something you thought you missed out on is still available. She tried to block it, but she failed. You'll hear news through a government official or a messenger. They'll say, "We've reviewed this again, and your name is showing up," and it will feel like a miracle. It's not a miracle. It's divine timing correcting human interference. Your sister manipulated time, words, and people. But heaven has the original variant of every story. Her truth was edited, but yours was preserved, and now it's coming to light. Type a Mentacate blessing 505,050. She might say she did this because she was just trying to survive, but survival is not built on sabotage. And heaven makes no excuses for betrayal. Forgiveness may come later, but for now, distance is divine. Protect your peace, and heaven will protect your path. Her apologies will begin to sound familiar. That's because she said them before and meant none of them. But this time, your soul won't fall for empty words. You've grown stronger, your spirit is sharper. And your protection is no longer optional. It is automatic. Type a Mentacate blessing 414,141 as you move forward. Doors will open so quickly that your head will spin. People will say you're glowing differently. They won't know. It's because your energy is no longer being drained. Archangel Michael has returned everything she stole in silence. You may cry, not out of pain, but out of overwhelming grace. This is what freedom feels like. You are not just healing, you are reclaiming. And every room your name was mocked in is now being purified by truth. You don't have to explain anymore, you don't have to prove anything. The evidence is louder than every excuse. Type a Mentacate blessing 777,000. This is the end of her chapter in your story. Let her write her own book now. Yours is being written by the author of heaven himself. You will walk again without looking over your shoulder. You will smile again without fear of hidden agendas. You will thrive again because the roots are finally clean. The bloodline may remain, but the spiritual contract is broken. You are not tied to her deception anymore. You are released, Archangel Michael says, the scroll has closed. The sword has fallen. Justice has spoken. From this moment forward, walk boldly. Because no lie can outlast truth. And no betrayal can block divine favor. Type Amen to get blessing 000999. And if this message resonated deeply, or confirmed what your spirit already knew, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. It helps fuel more messages like these, crafted, guided, and led for those whose eyes are finally open. You are safe, you are rising. You are chosen. She will soon realize that the silence you now offer is not weakness, it is divine power. Your absence in her life will echo louder than any presence ever could. And in that emptiness, she will come face to face with what she truly lost, your trust. No amount of gifts, messages, or apologies can restore what she destroyed without remorse. Because the betrayal was not a mistake, it was a decision made repeatedly. And heaven documented every moment. You once covered for her, you once defended her when others doubted. But she took that loyalty and fed it to the wolves. Type Amen to get blessing 232323. She has now entered a season of consequence. Not because you cursed her, but because she cursed herself with her own actions. The angels of justice are standing at her gate, and they are not knocking softly. He wanted to walk in your shoes. But she forgot those shoes were formed through pain, fire, and purity. She cannot carry what you were anointed to survive. There is a court document with your name that's being unsealed. And your name was almost replaced, but heaven stopped it. Someone in authority said, "Wait, something doesn't feel right." Archangel Michael says, "Divine delay is often divine protection, you are not late. You are being safeguarded. And now your reward is about to be multiplied." Type Amen to get blessing 171717. You'll feel a shift in your home. The energy that once made you restless will vanish, because her spiritual residue is being removed from your atmosphere. Sage can't do what heaven has already done. This is not about rituals, it's about righteousness. Your home is becoming a fortress of peace again. Soon, others will begin to tell you what she said. It will hurt, but it will also heal, because truth brings clarity and clarity brings closure. Comment "Peace is mine" if you can already feel this alignment. Your clarity will confuse her, because she expected you to stay in confusion. Type Amen to get blessing 888,000. She may try to reconnect through others, a friend, a cousin, an innocent conversation. But every path she tries to take toward you will be blocked until her spirit changes. Your energy is now protected by a divine field. Not everyone can access you, not everyone can reach where you're going. This journey is now sacred. What she tried to infect has been purified, and you are walking into a season of divine compensation. Archangel Michael says, "Let her watch you rise." That is her judgment, to witness what she tried to bury rise into brilliance. And heaven will not let her look away. Type Amen to get blessing 343434. There's a place she tried to enter using your name. But the door wouldn't open for her. Because heaven encoded that entry with your soul, not just your name. You were born with a frequency she can't fake. She tried to imitate your light, but shadows always betray pretenders. And now the world will know the original. A video may resurface soon. An old video. Something you forgot about, but heaven did not. It will serve as divine evidence. It will show who you really are, and erase every lie she tried to tattoo on your identity. Type Amen to get blessing 656,565. This was not just a betrayal, it was spiritual warfare. Would you won? Not because you fought, but because you stood firm in truth. God has rewritten your name in the book of favor, and your story is now protected by heaven's ink. No hand can alter it again. She might end up telling people you change. And you have. You've changed into someone who no longer tolerates hidden daggers in friendly hands. Your circle will shrink, but your destiny will expand. Because divine alignment always comes with sacred separation. Type Amen to get blessing 121000. Your story will soon be told by someone who doesn't even know the full truth. But their words will match your experience so closely that you'll know. It was guided by heaven. This is confirmation in disguise. You'll begin to attract new people. Loyal people, people who respect your silence and honor your truth. You don't need to carry this burden anymore. Archangel Michael is lifting the last remnants from your shoulders. The weight you've carried from your sister's betrayal is no longer yours. Common freedom feels good if you're feeling this release. This is your moment, let it wash over you completely. Type Amen to get blessing 909090. She might blame you for the consequences of her own actions, but don't argue. Her blame is not your burden. Let her sit with her choices, let her learn what happens when you cross someone protected by divine warriors. Let her face her own truth in silence. Your job is to keep walking, keep building, keep glowing. Because now, everyone will see what heaven always saw in you, not just potential, but power. Not just survival, but sacred favor. Type Amen to get blessing 777777, and as you walk forward, know this. Sparkles, you are no longer the person who loved blindly. Sparkles, you are now the person who loves wisely, protects deeply, and rises endlessly. Sparkles, your glow has returned, and your destiny is running to meet you. And if this message has confirmed what your soul already sensed, if it gave you clarity, closure, and courage, then walk into this next season knowing you are chosen, you are defended, and you are now unstoppable. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Your journey is sacred, your truth is unfolding. Your blessings are unstoppable. Heaven has spoken, your name is clean. Your future is protected. It is done, there is one last piece of this puzzle that heaven has been waiting to reveal. It withheld back until now because your soul needed to be strong enough to carry it without breaking. And now, the moment has arrived. Your sister has not only been speaking lies, she has been building a story about you that she hoped would spread in your absence. But what she didn't expect was that you would still be standing. And not just standing, but rising, glowing, and growing. One of her friends has now disconnected from her. Not because you expose her, but because God whispered the truth into their dreams. They can no longer stand beside someone wearing a mask soaked in manipulation, common justice is unfolding if your spirit feels this shift. This is divine justice, not for revenge, but for restoration. And it is happening now, in real time. Type Amen to get blessing 434,343. There is something in a bag, a purse, a folder, or a lockbox. She's been hiding it, hoping it will never be found, but a child, a visitor, or a sudden accident will cause it to be discovered. Inside is evidence. Something you once lost and assumed was go forever, but it's been with her the entire time, hidden in darkness. She will be caught, not by you, but by light. A camera, a recording, or a witness will see what she tried to cover, and in that moment, the silence will explode into undeniable proof. Archangel Michael says this is not to destroy her, but to set you free. Freedom must be sealed with full exposure. And the seal is being cracked open now. Type Amen to get blessing 112,211. She has been watching you lately, checking your movements, trying to predict your next step, because deep down, she knows the walls are closing in. Her laughter doesn't sound the same anymore. Her tone is shaky, because she feels that heaven is near, and truth is breathing down her neck. You don't have to rush this process. Let divine timing finish what it started. Let the winds carry her actions into the light. Your dreams may be more vivid now. They are not just dreams, they are previews. Heaven is showing you what's about to manifest. Type Amen to get blessing 373,737. There is a man who once believed her lies. He distanced himself from you based on her words. But now, he's seeing the signs, and he's about to come back with an apology. You don't have to chase vindication. It's chasing you. Truth has a heartbeat, and it's pulsing louder than every whisper she once spread. A big jewel will appear. One that holds more meaning than it seems. There's a hidden message inside that photo, and soon you'll understand why it was taken in the first place. Archangel Michael says, you are not just remembering. You are reclaiming. This is memory healing, this is energetic justice. Type Amen to get blessing 484,848. She might try one final performance, she may act like she's the one who was her. But her own actions will trap her in a web she spawned for someone else. The more she talks, the more others will see through her. Her charm is wearing thin. The illusion is cracking. People who once celebrated her will now look at her differently, because no light can survive repeated truth. And the truth about you is rising like morning light. It cannot be stopped. Comment, I receive light if you're ready to be seen fully and clearly. You deserve this redemption. You waited long enough. Type Amen to get blessing 292,929. The inheritance she tried to block is now flowing toward you. It may come in the form of money, recognition, property, or promotion, but it will come because it was always meant for you. She stood in the way for too long. But the divine clock has struck. The angels have removed her shadow from your blessing. You will feel new energy around your hands, your feet, your voice. You are being anointed again, this time without interference. You are stepping into a version of yourself that can no longer be copied or competed with. Archangel Michael says this level of blessing requires separation, and that separation has been achieved. Now only the truth can walk beside you. Type Amen to get blessing 999,123. Soon, you will be asked to speak. To share what happened. You won't need to speak in bitterness, your peace will do the talking. People will lean in. They want to hear how you stayed calm in the middle of the storm, and you will say, "Because heaven stood beside me." Your voice will carry power. It will heal, it will clear out the last pieces of pain still clinging to your soul. Your sister will hear your name being honored in places she never imagined. And she will finally realize trying to dim your light only made it shine brighter. Type Amen to get blessing 555,321. There's a prophetic dream coming to you in the next few days. Write it down immediately, it will carry the final piece of your confirmation. It may include a staircase, a locked door, or a burning object. You not ignore it, the symbols are messages from the archangels themselves. You are now walking into divine territory. Everything stolen is being returned. Everything lost is being restored in a higher form. Your sister's chapter in your book is now closed. She was a lesson, not a lifelong companion, and God is now sending people who carry your future, not your past. Type Amen to get blessing 333,888. If this message has followed you like a shadow, if your chest feels lighter and your spirit feels seen, it's because this was written for you by divine instruction with angelic urgency. This is your story. This is your liberation. And your next step is sacred, and if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not broken. You are rising. You are chosen. You are protected. You may notice her avoiding your presence now. Not because she's afraid of you, but because she's afraid of the truth sitting inside your eyes. She can't face the mirror that now reflects every hidden thing she buried. Her laughter feels forced. It would feel a thirst because she knows the role she played in your pain is finally being exposed. There is no longer a veil to protect her from consequences, every action is echoing back to her. Every lie she told is now looping through the hearts of those who once defended her. Type Amen to get blessing 111,222. The atmosphere is shifting. What once felt heavy in your home now feels lighter. That's because the spiritual roots she planted around you have been burned by divine fire. You'll notice your health improving, your clarity returning, your body's catching up with what your soul has already healed. She no longer has access to your energy. The bridge she walked across to reach your spirit has collapsed. And now, he stands alone in a story she scripted by her own hand. Archangel Michael says, "Let the silence teach her." No revenge, no arguments. Just divine distance. Type Amen to get blessing 454,545. Someone she confided in has begun speaking truth on your behalf. This person carries details she never thought would leave private conversations. But the weight of guilt has become too much to hold. You'll hear it unexpectedly. In a voice note, a group chat, or a message passed through another. It will begin like, "I need to tell you something," she said, and from that moment, the truth will pour out like a dam. You won't feel anger. You'll feel peace. Because your soul has been waiting for this confirmation for a very long time, comment I receive closure if your heart is starting to feel lighter already. You are not imagining this shift. It's heaven moving for you. This is the justice your prayers called down. Type Amen to get blessing 919,191. There's a small event coming soon, a dinner, a call, a gathering. And in that moment, someone will speak your name in her presence. She will freeze, because what she tried to erase is being spoken again. Your name, your truth, your light. It's louder than her silence now, and even she knows the tables have turned. Archangel Michael says she wore your kindness like armor until she used it as a weapon. But that armor now belongs back to you, and your spirit is being armored with wisdom. Your eyes will no longer ignore red flags. Your love will no longer reach where your protection should stand. You are becoming stronger, wiser, clearer. And the world is watching. Type Amen to get blessing 101,010. She once told people you were too emotional. But it was your emotions that kept you connected to the divine. Now, she is the one breaking under pressure because she has no spiritual root to stand on. You may soon see her eyes lay. Not because she's healing, but because shame has found her. She's not being punished, she's being awakened. This is not your burden to carry. Let her soul wrestle with what it has sown. You have a new garden to plant. One filled with peace, not pretense. Comment I choose peace if you're ready to move forward. Your healing will do more than words ever could. Your glow will replace every star she caused. Type Amen to get blessing 212,121. Expect to hear your name attached to opportunities again. Emails, calls, whispers, you're being remembered. Because God is pushing you to the front after years of being pushed aside. There will be a refund, not just in money, but in time, respect, energy, and reputation. What was stolen is being replaced sevenfold. You didn't lose it, it was being stored for divine return. Archangel Michael says you survived the theft. Now embrace the recovery, you are being called back to yourself. You are meant to rise. And nothing she did can stop that anymore. The season of hiding is over. Type Amen to get blessing 818,000. Look around in the coming days, you'll start seeing butterflies, white feathers, or angel numbers at strange times. Those are confirmations that your angels are standing closer than ever. This message was not just words, it was heaven's whisper turned into thunder. You were meant to read this at this exact moment. And now that you have, you are free. If your chest feels lighter, it's because the weight has lifted. If your mind feels calmer, it's because the lies have exited. If your spirit feels stronger, it's because the truth is finally louder than deception. Comment I am fully free now. This isn't just about your sister. This is about your restoration, your reward, and your rebirth. Type Amen to get blessing 000111. She may attempt to come back one day. And when she does, you'll feel no hatred, only wisdom. You'll no longer see her as a threat, but as a lesson you've mastered. You've graduated from her chapter. Now you are writing pages of purpose, destiny, and divine protection. Your story is now guarded by heaven's ink. Permanent, holy, untouchable. This is your moment. You survived betrayal without losing your spirit. You passed the test that tried to bury you. Archangel Michael says it is sealed, you are released. You are remembered in heaven for how you endured. Type Amen to get blessing 999999, and if you feel seen, if this message described the pain you couldn't explain, if this feels like a mirror to what you lived in silence, then know this. It was written for you. You didn't stumble here, heaven brought you here. If you wish to express your support further, this truth is sacred. This journey is holy, this closure is eternal. The final Amen. She is revealed, you are restored. It's finished.